All right. Hey guys, it's Exile Darkness from YGOh Team Backfire, and I have two guests today. It's
Sly.
I am Explorer X from YGO Team Backfire. What's up, y'all?
anyways, this is gonna be a
I had to be
my
Cringe Daddy 69, all right.
I'm just like a guest, really. Like that's all that went through my head. Like I ain't no guest, man.
hey, you didn't even contribute to this, so that
Guest.
you are a guest. Anyways, take the backseat, guest. This is my hero deck profile. I kind of adapted this from watching many other YouTubers or YouTubers, and then adding my own kind of twist to it. This mainly focuses around, absolute. Oh, that's not absolute zero. This is absolute zero. God, screw you,
I was about to
MST.
say that is absolute zero. Um,
Yeah, this is absolute zero. So MST's and negating me from showing you the picture, but top left, that's Elemental Hero Absolute Zero. This deck mainly revolves around Absolute Zero and Master Hero Acid.
and what
The
does that
main
do?
purpose of this guy gains all you need is a hero and a water monster, and it gains 500 attack for each face-up water monster on the field, except for itself. And when it leaves the field, it destroys all monsters my opponent controls. And when mixed with Mass Change, you can turn into Acid, which then destroys all spells and traps your opponent. And if they have any monsters, which they won't, but if they do, they will lose 300 attack points. The main purpose of this deck is just to OTK as fast as possible, or just like using Honest Neos and Trinity, or just to like quickly not die and
Quickly not
Quickly
die. Not
not
die.
die, yeah.
yeah. I don't want to. I mean,
Quickly not die.
yeah, quickly not
Exile of
die
Darkness
also.
2017, 2018 now actually. Sorry.
The 28.
All right. So
Boy,
first off, we have Honest Neos, which is if you know Black Wings, it's basically Collude. Lets you any hero monster
To be
gain
honest,
20.
it's pretty much like honest.
pretty much like honest, yeah. I
No,
was
but
just
it doesn't let you gain your opponent's attack points. All it does is lets you gain 2,500 attack points. But it's only for a
say
hero
Neos in
monster.
the name, so honestly, Honesty Neos is pretty
Okay, enough.
It's a pretty
Here's
honest card.
here's Destiny Hero Malicious. Back in the day, like when Synchros first came out, Malicious was like I think at 2 or 1. I think
It's
it's at
definitely
2
same
because
elevated.
because people would just take level 2 tuners and make Stars Dragon, Red Dragon, Archfiend, Thought Ruler, Archfiend, all those good guys. Um, it's really useful, and it helps a lot with link summoning because it's basically like you just refresh yourself over and over again. What sucks is that sometimes you open up with malicious, but you have to just make do with that. Next is Elemental Hero Blazeman. Uh,
420.
what was that?
Oh, do you say 420 blaze it up?
I did.
Good job. Good
Yeah.
job.
Someone had to make the pun, so I had to.
See, it's
Yeah,
it's sad because I
wonderful.
missed that. That's you have surpassed me now. I see.
Anyways, usually with Blazeman, I would start off by either normal summoning him or special summoning him with a hero lives or red resonator. He's either used to search for polymerization if I don't already have, or he's used to dump Shadow Mist into the grave for future stuff. And speaking of Shadow Mist,
I have a question for you, man.
Shadow Mist,
I have a
what?
question for you. How do you
Yes.
take out a fire caused by Blazeman? You send a shadowy mist. Oh yeah. You're welcome.
Okay. Shadow Mist.
Blaze it off like
Best
nothing
part of the
happened.
deck. I guess is the best part of the deck. As someone uses, you can special summon it and add a change quick play spell, or you can just send to the grave somehow and search for a hero
Somehow.
card. The card you would usually search for would be Vision Hero Vion. It's basically when it's normal or special summoned, you can send a hero to the grave, and then once per turn, you can banish a hero from your grave to add polymerization from your deck to your hand. You, most likely with Vion, you would send either Malicious or Shadow Mist to the grave, just to, like for the maximum benefit. Bubble Man itself, it's mostly used as water fodder, and if you have nothing in your hand, you can summon it for as a link fodder. And King of the Swamp is used as a substitute just for water and also to search polymerization.
Is King of the Swamp a substitute Soul Reaper?
No. For Red
Gosh.
Resonator, Red Resonator, in my opinion, is a better Goplenberg.
It
And also,
resonates with you more.
well, yeah. It's also a tuner, so that's where like the synchros come in. But I'll get to that later. Emergency Call is basically the search card.
Because he always has problems. He has to call somebody. Normally
Yeah.
me.
Question, though. Because if you do run the 2 red resonator, then why are you only running 1 synchro on the deck and then the 2 resonator call? Don't you think
Because
like running
you-
an extra synchro would free that up a bit?
The reason why I'm running 2 is just to get to it faster, and Red Resonator, it basically helps me summon either Vion or Shadow Mist or Blazeman faster to the field as an extra summon. I just so I can activate Shadow Mist effect to search a quick play if I wanted to. Like I already talked about Emergency Call. A hero lives basically if I have no monsters on the field, pay half your life points for a level 4 lower elemental hero monster. Most likely Shadow Mist, but if you have Shadow Mist in hand, I would recommend Blazeman, just to search the poly out. Resonator Call is basically the reinforcement for the Red Resonator. Polymerization is quite basic. Reinforcement of the army is to search mostly Vision Hero Vion and sometimes Bowman or any of the heroes.
I have a question for you, man.
Yes.
Why not play 3 red resonator calls and only 1 of the red resonator?
Because sometimes you need more than 1 Red Resonator.
Okay. That was quite simple.
Yeah.
Have you? Yeah.
So Miracle Fusion is basically to help summon Absolute Zero faster.
Because he needs a
In case of-
miracle to win, that's why.
Yeah. Mystical Space Typhoon, because you don't want to run Cosmic Cyclone because it's life point cost.
Plus
I mean,
it negates.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. MC negates.
MSC negates, man.
It negates diagram. I mean, like, it does.
It does, yeah. But like I said, you already run a lot of cards that like take away life points. Like, and plus you're not gonna like live long enough if you keep on giving up your life points fast enough. So I feel MST is better just because of the drawback of paying too much life points.
Plus it
Mass
negates.
change, yeah. Plus it negates. Mass change, it turns your monsters, like your hero monsters, if it's any hero monster, into a mass hero. So Koga, Darklaw, Anki,
Danklaw.
Acid. Yeah, Danklaw.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
Form change is the same thing as mass change, only a slight difference. It only works with your fusion monsters. Well, your hero fusion monsters, you can turn Absolute Zero into Acid because they have to be the same level and the same attribute. 3 Mirror Force, because destruction is really fun and Mirror Force is wonderful. Compulsory
Wait,
evacuation.
why aren't you running the storming mirror force or or something else?
Because I like destroying things. The Mirror Force is better.
What if they play, what's that card? My body is a shield.
True.
Or
Then
Starlight
rip
Roadman,
me.
you get a Stardust Dragon on board.
Okay, sure, why not?
You're gonna lose if that happens, man.
Okay. I mean, go ahead. I don't care. I like Mirror Force.
Okay.
Okay, next is compulsory evacuation device.
Oh, I see. You play
Mostly-
compulse the Stardust that comes out. I see. You
Yeah.
next leveled me.
Yeah, you just have to wait a couple seconds. Well, it's either the Stardust or it's the Absolute Zero. So I can just send it back to my extra deck if I was really desperate to. Or like, for example, there are some monsters that people just don't want to deal with. So let's say your opponent summons Deco Talker, for example, and you don't want them to have it. You just say no and just bounce it back to the extra deck. And Solemn Strike because it's Solemn Strike.
But what about the life
obviously,
points,
it's
man? What
pretty-
about the life points?
It just, as I said, it's like a backup, just in case things don't go your way and you still have enough life points. Because it's only 1,500.
You have to take 4,000, man.
Then you're left with 2,500.
What if you
It
took
gives you
25? What
life
if somebody
points?
attacked you with Light Pulsar Dragon in 2018, man?
Okay, well, hold on. Also, the red resonator, you have to keep in mind, gives you life points when you special summon with it, so that's also a really big upside to running the red resonator itself. So that's
Yeah,
just
that's
something
why I
to
have
keep
this
in
guy in the extra deck.
mind. Pretty smart.
Okay, next, time for the extra deck. First is Adoration. Adoration works well because it's any 2 hero monsters, which is what? I have 17 monsters. I have 13 of them are heroes. So, and plus, its effect is you select a monster your opponent controls and target a hero you control. and it loses attack points based on its attack points. So usually I would have Malicious on the field, so it would lose 800 attack points. Anki, it can attack directly with plus Honest Neos is like, what, plus 3,700 directly to the face. And when it destroys a monster by battle, you can add a change quick play spell from your deck to your hand. Acid, I already explained, it destroys all your opponent's spells and traps, whether they're face up or set. Absolute Zero, mostly used for the
acid
threat.
Yeah,
it's used as a threat to like destroy your opponent's monsters if they get rid of it.
It's used absolutely 0% of the time.
Yes.
So incorrect.
Vision Hero Trinity. This is when I'm totally positive I'm going to win the game, because when it's summoned, it's usually like I said, it's when I have when I'm certain of victory. Its attack points are doubled, so to 5,000. Plus this is 7,500. I attack, up to 3 times to my opponent's monsters if their attack position. That usually means this game. Koga works well with Honest Neos because
so 1 card OTK.
Yeah,
in perfect situation.
Yeah, so against 500 for each of my opponent's monsters, and since it's light, I can just form. I don't have a lot of light monsters other than Honest Neos, so I use Form Change to change any of these level 8s to Koga. And the good thing with Koga, I can, let's say for example, my opponent has 6 monsters. Just try to imagine it, and then so it has plus 3,000 attack points already, so it's at 5,500. And then
attack ability, which is really nice too.
Yeah, so I'll then play Honest Neos, give it to my Koga, so it has now 9,000 attack points, I believe.
8,000, right?
25 plus 55.
65. Oh, 65. Yeah, you're right. Wait,
Yeah.
is it 55?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 55. So 55 plus that's
It's
5,
8,000.
so it's 60, and then plus 2,000, which is 8,000.
I never said I was good at math. So now it's at 8,000 attack points.
Fair.
Then I can use Mass Hero Koga's effect to then banish Honest Neos from the grave and target a monster my opponent controls, and it loses attack points equal to the banished monster's attack points. So it'll be up to 2,500 less. Danklaw is Danklaw. It's wonderful.
But yeah, that's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, self-explanatory.
It's way too
Scarlet
self-explanatory.
Red and Archfiend. This is usually used for those spam heavy decks. Yeah, that's basically the reason. And plus, I have 3,000 attack points, and it's easy to summon if I have these two.
Just to make an inside joke from the Gretel video, why not play Hot Red Dragon Archfiend?
Stop.
Number 41, Baguska, because Baguska. I hate the TCG art.
It's to lose 1 turn, that's why.
Yeah. Abyss Dweller is Abyss Dweller.
Yeah.
Deco Talker because Deco Talker, and then 2 hero link monsters. The reason why I chose these guys instead of the like any other is because of the fact that I can just recycle the Mass Change, Form Change, and Polymerization and Miracle Fusion because whenever I have one the driver, it's usually because of the fact that I had Vion, played Vion, and probably dumped Malicious. Then I banished the Malicious from the grave to summon another one, and then I would use both Vion and Malicious to make this guy, and then probably use the last Malicious to summon it right underneath. And if I have a Polymerization, Mass Change, or Form Change in the grave, then I would like set on the field and then afterwards make Deco Talker.
Basically, you use the hero link because sometimes you need more than 1 miracle.
Yeah.
That's
the perfect way of explaining it. All right, that's basically the deck profile.
Yeah, so that's it. I mean, honestly, I like the build. I think it's very creative how it revolves around the whole entire board wipe aspect of Absolute Zero and
Exactly.
So in the future,
it's the actual
look
board
up-
wipe. It's not a half board wipe like Dark Hole or Giant Trunade. It actually does the entire board,
Look for like replays and combo videos we might be doing in the future for this deck, because it's definitely very interesting and it's actually fairly easy to play, I'd say, at least if you're looking for like a good beginner deck.
It is intriguing.
The good thing about this deck is that you don't need to have a plan. All you need to do is just see your hand and then improvise from there.
Yeah, it's a pretty successful deck. It was actually he played it in a tournament against Zeus and actually had some rather good success for playing this against Zeus.
Yeah, I mean back when Zeus had like 3 of like Broad Bull and Trident.
Back when Zeus were Zeus.
Yeah, but the good thing is whenever I summon absolute zero, they were hesitant to destroy it because that means they would lose their entire field. And back then you didn't have links, so I would always like pair it off with Dark Law. And if they destroyed absolute zero, then that means their entire field would be banished. And if they destroyed Dark Law, I would just destroy them with absolute zero, or I would use a mass change or form change and swap it out with Vapor or something else. Yeah, so that's it.
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
Right,
make sure
thank you
to
for
like,
watching.
comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think. Because if I can improve this anymore, I would love to hear your suggestions.
Guys,
Yeah.
don't forget to dislike, unsubscribe, and leave as much hate comments you can as possible in this video, because
All the
everybody
salt
hates
comments, all the
Exiled,
salt.
right?
everybody hates
Everybody
me.
hates
Hates.
Exiled.